Overtime on WNPV1440.com. What a game in Week 4 to open up the league schedule. Central Bucks West with a 38-35 win over the Souderton Big Red on their home field. And Mike, you got a text message a couple seconds ago before we taped this, and it said, how about them Bucks? How about them?
Well, I know there's a lot of people in Doylestown tonight that are really excited. The fans, the coaches, they've worked a lot of hours and a lot of years trying to reach this pinnacle where they can compete. Not only did they compete tonight, they won and beat a really good team. Think about it. 2-3 weeks ago, Souderton was ranked in the top 10 in the Delaware Valley.
And CB West getting nearly 400 yards of total offense. Their head coach, Chris Felton, quick to credit the offensive line.
Well, you look at the numbers, but you also have to take a look at the O-line, too. The O-line, the defense held them. I mean, all the credit in the world has got to go to the players. The defense coordinator put together a great game plan, guys in the box. But you're right, those two running backs really propelled us forward. But again, without our O-line, that's not happening.
Mike, one of the beneficiaries of that great offensive line of CB West, Rashad Williams, only a sophomore, 252 yards rushing tonight.
You know, he's got a lot of intangibles that the great backs have. He's developed great vision. He's got great wheels. I mean, when this guy gets in the open, there's not many people can catch him. And he broke a lot of tackles. Really surprised me. He runs low to the ground with a shiftiness, and he has that jump move. This is a guy that he's only a 10th grader. He had 250 yards. I got to think back to how many times in my career have I seen backs in 10th grade that get over 100 yards. This kid could be really special.
And he already is to a certain degree. We caught up with him after the game.
Yeah, I had to have a big game. We all had to have a big game. The line had to step up, so I can get them runs and so the fullback can get them runs off.
So Central Bucks West with a 38-35 win over Souderton. Let's talk about the Big Red real quick, Mike. And injuries are racking up for Souderton, and that's got to be a concern.
Kyle, this is not the same team I saw 3 weeks ago against Parkland. Saw them on film. They're just decimated across the front. Their speed's gone in the backfield. They've lost 2 guys in the backfield. Another guy at the defensive secondary. Tonight they lost 2 of their best players on the same play. So they're really scrambling, and they're going to have to go to the well as a staff and try to get some continuity of some of the younger players because they're not out of it, but I'll tell you what, it's a long way back.
CB West a winner 38-35. They head to CB South next week for an intra-district rivalry game, and Souderton will host Penn Ridge in a game that we will have for you on the radio next week. That'll do it for overtime as CB West beats Souderton. For Mike Carey, I'm Kyle Berger. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next week.